Hi, I'm Kristen, the founder of Reimagine. If you are interested in learning a powerful tool for thriving in the face of adversity, even something as challenging as cancer, this video will help. In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you one of the most important tools in our core program. It's called the Personal Compass, and it will transform the way you approach problems, so you will begin to view them as opportunities for learning something about yourself and getting your needs met. The skills of the Personal Compass will help you build a resilient mindset. The best way for me to explain it is to give you an example. This is Jane. She's going to use the Personal Compass to find a way to feel better about a particular stressor. A stressor is just something that causes you to feel stressed. Jane's biggest stressor is money. She works extra hours, but it never seems to be enough. The bills are piling up faster than she can pay them. The Personal Compass will help Jane sort out exactly how this stressor of not having enough money is affecting her by focusing on 4 aspects of her experience: her thoughts, her emotions, her body, and her behavior. The thought that she just can't get out of her mind is, we don't have enough money. When she thinks that thought, the emotions she feels are anxious and afraid. This feeling of being anxious and afraid shows up in her body as a stomachache and tension in her neck and shoulders. And in terms of behavior, Jane's family is noticing that she's either withdrawn and lost in her own thoughts or irritable and short-tempered. The Personal Compass makes it easy to see how Jane's thoughts about not having enough money are affecting her emotions, her body, and her behavior. And she can use this information to figure out exactly what she needs to feel better. And that's the next question on the Personal Compass. What do I need to feel better? The obvious answer for Jane, who is worried about not having enough money, is that she needs more money to feel better. However, we think it's possible for Jane to feel better even if she doesn't have more money. I'm not saying she doesn't want to do everything in her power to get more money. What I'm saying is that feeling better doesn't depend on having more money, and a part of Jane knows that. We call the part of her that knows that her inner wisdom. And that's why we put the question, what do I need to feel better, under the heading Inner Wisdom. Our inner wisdom knows we can feel better in any given moment without needing anything outside of ourselves, like money, or outside of our control to change. In Jane's case, it is in her control to make a plan for getting more money, and she very well might feel better if she makes that plan. But it is also possible for her to feel better before another dollar hits her bank account, and her inner wisdom knows what she needs for that to happen. So what is our inner wisdom? It's that part of ourself that isn't confused or upset by all the chatter in our anxious, fearful minds. Some call this our higher self, others call it our inner being. You might call it intuition or your gut feeling. Whatever you call it, there is a deep pool of inner wisdom inside of us all, and it is one of the most powerful tools for navigating adversity. Don't worry if you aren't following everything I'm saying. The example will make it more clear, and if you still have questions after this video, you can learn more about inner wisdom in the community and in the core program. For now, let's get back to the question. What does Jane need to feel better? She's worried about money. If she closes her eyes and tries to relax for a few breaths, she might realize there's nothing she needs to do about money right now. She might realize that worrying about things that are out of her control is not helping, and that she can't take care of her family if she doesn't take care of herself. So she might write, I need to reduce my stress level and take care of myself. Okay, there's one final question on the Personal Compass, and it's an important one. What is one concrete action step you could take towards getting this need met? Our goal at Reimagine is to help you find specific, achievable things you can do to feel better. So the Personal Compass has you identify an action step you can take towards getting your need met. Jane has decided she needs to reduce her stress level and take care of herself. So her action step might be to try listening to a guided meditation, which she's heard is a good tool for stress relief. Just going through the process of figuring out what she needs and deciding to do something to take care of herself makes Jane feel better. And she knows that if she follows through with her action step, she will feel even better. So that's the Personal Compass. It allows you to see how a specific stressor is affecting you and then identify what you need to feel better about it and what you can actually do to feel better about it. If you can train your mind to approach your stressors in this way, You will find that each challenge offers numerous possibilities for feeling better. But you can't really understand the power of the personal compass until you try it for yourself. So grab a piece of paper and something to write with. If you're in the core program and you have an actual worksheet like you see on the screen, you should use that, but a blank piece of paper will work too. It is important that you write your answers down, so if you need to press pause while you find something, you can do that now. Okay, let's get started. If you don't have the actual personal compass worksheet, it's helpful if you write the headings for each section before you answer the questions. That way, if you look at it again, you'll know what you were writing about. So first write the word stressor at the top of your paper. And then next to it, you're going to write down the biggest issue causing stress in your life right now. I'm going to give you 15 seconds, but before the timer starts, I want to explain why we don't allow much time for the answers. We think the first thing that pops into your head is your best answer, because it's the most revealing. It's often your inner wisdom talking, and if you think too hard or edit yourself, you might not learn anything new. So have the courage to go with your very first answer. Remember, no one has to see it but you. Okay, take 15 seconds now to write down the stressor you want to work on. As I take you through the questions, what you will see will be filled in with Jane's answers from the example I used before. Okay, now write down the word thoughts. When I say begin, I want you to write down exactly what it is about your stressor that is upsetting you. This is your chance to just vent onto the page and get down as many of the worries, fears, frustrations, and thoughts about what's bothering you as you possibly can. In the example where Jane's stressor is money, the thoughts might sound something like, I don't know what we're going to do. How will we pay our bills? These bills are piling up. If only I'd saved more. Maybe I should get another job, and on and on and on. We call this your ticker tape because in times of stress, we can have a stream of anxiety-producing thoughts constantly running in the back of our minds. But if we get these thoughts down on paper and sort them out, we can begin to see where we have some control and choice about how to respond to each one. So now I'm going to give you a whole minute to write down all of your thoughts, worries, and fears about your stressor. Try not to interrupt or edit yourself. Just be curious about what comes out of your pen and keep writing until the minute is up. Okay, if you really want more time, you can press pause. Otherwise, let's move on. Now write the word emotion on your page and then take 30 seconds to name the emotions that come up for you when you think about this stressor. All right, now write the word body on your page, and then take 30 seconds to write down where you feel the stress of this issue in your body. Now write the word behavior on your page, and then take 30 seconds to write down how this stressor is affecting your behavior. You might ask yourself what your family and friends would say about your behavior. Okay, now you have a fairly detailed picture of how this stressor is affecting you, mentally, emotionally, physically, and behaviorally. And we know it doesn't feel good, so let's move on. The only reason we go through all that is so we can use that information to get specific about how you can feel better. So now we come to the most important question on the personal compass. What do I need to feel better? As I said earlier, everything we do at Reimagine is designed to help you feel better, so we ask this question a lot. Go ahead and write that question down on your paper. I'll give you a few seconds for that. And now you have 30 seconds to answer the question, what do I need to feel better? We're looking for an answer from your inner wisdom here, but if you're not sure what that means, it's okay. Just write down the first thing that pops into your head and then ask yourself if your inner wisdom would agree. Go ahead and take 30 seconds now. Okay, there's one final question, and it's important. What is one concrete action step I could take towards getting this need met? Please go ahead and write this final question under the last one. As I said, our goal at Reimagine is to help you find specific, achievable things you can do to feel better. So it's important to think about one action step you can take towards getting your need met. Go ahead and take 30 seconds now to think of something you can actually do that would help you get your need met. All right, you did it. You completed your first personal compass. I hope you are inspired to actually take the action step you just identified. There's so much to talk about on the personal compass. This is why we have live online classes with pillar guides. Their job is to help you process all the things that come up when you utilize our tools and to help you find your best solutions for feeling better. The personal compass is a foundational tool in our core program and is utilized throughout the 7 pillars of personal strength. To learn more about the pillars and our core program, please click the link. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in one of our live online pillar sessions.